Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2. It's exactly the goddamn same. Oh, that's my opinion spoiled in the very first sentence I say, but yeah, it's exactly the goddamn same, but we'll go take a look at it anyway, just to satisfy the curiosity of anyone who's watching. So I've had this for a while, I've had this for like 2 weeks, and I sent an email off to the press guy at Idea Factory, and he never sent a reply back. He said in the email that previews are okay, reviews are fine. I didn't know whether my type of video counts as preview or review. Then again, I really don't count my shit as reviews, so let's go and have a look, shall we? Yeah, as you can see, I've got a bunch of save files here. I was trying to find a good place to show off like the voice acting and stuff like that. I think this save file was where I had it, but just for your information, I've been playing for about 3.5 hours at this point, and yes, you do meet Falcom in this game. Just to warn you, I never actually finished Rebirth 1. I got too sidetracked with a lot of other games to play. Then again, I've barely played any of the games that I cover on my channel. It's so disappointing. I really need to put more time into everything I have. Everything is actually pretty damn good, but we'll just go and let you listen to some of the voice acting. Now, my memory of the first game isn't that great. Now, I'm fully aware that I'm pretty sure they changed the map here, but just for the purpose of demonstration and while it's on my mind.
Okay, let's go.
Does this dungeon look familiar? Because this is like a complete rip from a dungeon in Rebirth 1. I swear to God. And then I remember playing Rebirth 1 and then you end up doing this dungeon in reverse as part of the story segment. It's just, yeah, they've done a lot of crap absolutely the same, right? Now, I don't have a big of a problem with that because there's a reason for it, and you know what, I'm just going to shut up and let you listen to voice acting for a while.
Not much foot traffic here today. This place must be pretty firmly under ASIC's control. I hope we can get legit intel. Oh, while you gather information, allow me to go and accept a few quests. Excuse me, I'd like to see what quests are available.
Excuse me, I'd like to see what quests are available.
Huh? She looks to be about my age. Should such a young human girl really take on such dangerous work?
You're here to do quests too?
Huh? Me? Yes, that's right.
Huh. Are you sure about this? I mean, you're still just a kid.
Huh? But you're a kid too!
I'm an exceptional exception. You have no idea how tough I am. But I need to get stronger so I can...
So you can...
Nothing. Why are you looking for a quest here anyway?
I want to help the people of this nation and try to regain shares for the CPUs.
Wow, aren't we serious? That speech makes you sound like a goody two-shoes honors student.
Anyway, I think we've heard enough of this. I'm just going to skip the rest of this if I can... What's the button? There's the button. Okay, so yeah, that's the scene where you get Uni. That was a sample of the voice acting. It's about the same as Rebirth 1. I'm pretty sure that they actually did all of the voice acting for 1 and 2 at the same time. So, yeah, it all sounds about the same. So we're going to load up my most recent save here. And we're going to take a look at all the mechanics again. I've been playing for this for about 3.5 hours at this point. I mean, it's probably longer because I have lost the game a couple of times, and it does send you back to your last save once you do that. So, yeah. Anyway, the idea is you've got this big map that opens up as time goes on. You can go around and just visit all the dungeons that you like, all the seas that you like. You can go and talk to people, and they often have really silly things to say. Okay, so apparently I get a discard, and you can also just quickly scroll through everything in the world. You can go to a place and go to information and see if there's anyone there to actually talk to. Sometimes this will set off events between characters. You can go to disc development, which lets you just like build accessories for the characters to carry out of chips that each have their own little effects depending on what you put in them. Go to your guild, you come here to accept quests. Some quests are repeatable, some aren't. They change your shares. I don't know how big of a relevance this has. I've just finished this quest, so I'm going to turn it in. I get all the rewards for it. I'm going to take that quest again because it's a good way to show off a nice long battle. Pretty simple. Shop, buy and sell stuff for all the characters you have at the time. Not a big deal. And this actually has a new feature called Stella's Dungeon. Now, God, where did I send this lady again? Alright, so Stella's Dungeon is a bit odd. This is new to Rebirth 2. You send this girl out and she takes a specific amount of real time to... Oh god, this is going to take 38 minutes. She goes out to a specific set of... Hold on, let me try this again. So you give her weapons and equipment depending on what she finds, and then you just send her out for a specific amount of real time. And when she goes out for a specific amount of real time and then she comes back, you get the stuff, but if she dies, you don't get that equipment back. So you just keep sending her through dungeons over and over again while you're going off and doing stuff. Wouldn't have a problem with this. One problem though. It's real time, and it doesn't carry through if you're not actually playing the game. So you either have to leave your game like this in order to let the real time actually clock up, or you have to just go around and do stuff constantly for 38 minutes. You can't save the game, quit the game, come back and have it done. That annoys me to no end. But let's go have a look at...
I'm still a newcomer, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, I've got a...
I'm still a newcomer.
Oh, shut up,
but I'll do
Compa.
my best.
So I've got a bunch of different plans and stuff unlocked. So yeah, you got items that you can look at and equip to everybody. Pretty obvious stuff, really. You can equip discs to them, which do specific things like... I've burnt this cassette here, which is just required SP level 1 reduction, so yeah. You can change the commands, the combo skills. So the more CP that they have, the more stronger attacks you can apply to them. But you have to balance your CP out so that you can't have just the maximum power attacks. You can choose what strategy you make. You want to do the most hits, you want to do break hits, stuff like that. Yeah. And of course, everybody's got special attacks that use SP. Party, you've got coupling, which lets you put specific people in the front and back. And if they're in the front or in the back, they'll have specific effects. So as you can see here, I get extra XP and cooldown reduction.
I'll come too. Choose where you want to go.
You got Lily ranks, which are just relationship ranks between them, and that sometimes affects what abilities you have. Pretty obvious stuff. And you've also got battle formation, that's pretty obvious. You got your status, obvious please. Quests, you can just check what quests you have. Plans, this is exactly the same from Rebirth 1. Where you find plans for stuff, you build them using resources you find out in the world, and they change things about the game. So, for example, I can turn off the menu voices if I like. I can build stuff to fortify and weaken enemies in specific areas. I can develop items that I can buy in shops. This also does stuff like unlock Stella's Dungeon and the Neptunia Tower, and just all sorts of crazy crap, right? So, it gets more interesting later on, I promise. And you've also got the Neptunia, which is just the... you know, the encyclopedia of all the stuff you got. And you can also check on Stella's Dungeon from there. And you go to System Disable and Configurate. Configurate. What sort of word is that? I'm just trying to get this shit out of the way. Let's see. So, where's the most recent level I've been? I think it's the Endless Zone? God, I haven't actually played this in a little bit, so I'm just going to have to try and remember. Oh, well, there's a Fenry Sulfur here, so I'll go here instead.
Okay, let's go.
I'll probably kick everything's ass. But, you know, that's just the way things are in RPGs. So I just completely screwed up my symbol attack, so they get to go first. So the idea is that it's pretty much the same as Rebirth 1. They are using almost everything exactly the same. In fact, this dungeon is probably from Rebirth 1, and I just don't remember it that well. But anyway, the idea is everybody can move a specific radius and has a specific attack radius. So get multiple enemies into the same thing, and you can attack them. You have 3 different types of hits. You have the rush hit, the power hit, and the break hit. The break hit removes their guard. So when their guard is broken, they get to get the shit beat out of them, basically. You've also got power hits, which just basically just do more damage. But yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty over leveled for this area, so I don't have to really worry about this. But it's just a decent demonstration of how the combat works anyway. I've done the symbol attack, so now I get to go first. Time to demonstrate a specific skill, because might as well, right? Yeah, as you can see, they call it Demonic Inferno, but they use the voice clip from Demon Flames from the first game. That's kind of great. You can also go around and harvest from points. That guy just saw me, so I'm just going to run away from him. You can also press square to send out a search wave, and if you find something in particular, your view will automatically be drawn to it, which is kind of nice. So yeah, making the point that we already knew, Rebirth 2 is basically exactly the same as Rebirth 1. Again, I can understand why they did this. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, imagine remaking Rebirth 1 and then remaking Rebirth 2 with a fully new set of resources and all that, when these are meant to be more ports than anything else. I can understand it. These are just porting 1 and 2 to the Victory engine, so I don't have that big of a problem with it being about the same, because I imagine that's what most people wanted anyway, because Victory... I've heard Victory has had the best combat in the series. I can't confirm that because I've never played the PlayStation 3 games. But yeah, I've heard that Victory has the best combat, so porting that over, updating the... Oh yeah, by the way, you do have the HDD mode, but I'll be damned if I remember how to turn it back on. So... Comp was cute. But yeah, I can understand wanting to just update the games to the Victory base while using the writing from them. Should I go do this event? I'll save just to be safe. Because, you know, why not? I should say, right? Let's go do this event and see if there's anything interesting in it. No voice acting here, unfortunately. It's a little bit... Oh, yeah, I forgot about this guy. Shoy, did I actually have the stats I need to face this guy? Okay. Oh, that wasn't actually that big of a deal. Okay, so... that might be a bigger deal. I'm gonna back away and just defend with her, because... Probably not a good idea to get far in the line of fire. So, for those of you looking for more of Rebirth 1, you're probably going to want to pick this up, because, yeah, this is pretty much exactly the same. I can't really tell you if the story is any better or any worse, because it's just the same fan-servicey time as it was last time, really. I have no complaints with it, but at the same time, for those of you hoping for at least a little bit of improvement, or you might get it with like Stella's Dungeon, they might have improved the performance and all that. But I mean, it's not something I would buy outright. Like, I wouldn't go and buy this immediately after I finish Rebirth 1. I'd give myself a little break after finishing Rebirth 1 and then pick this one up to continue the story. It's still as fan-servicey as ever, as you can tell. Just comp a standing pose will tell you that much. Can I go into HDD mode? Yes, I can. So when you go into HDD mode with specific CPU candidates, you get stronger, faster. You get the drill. I'm actually going to move Compa on our way over here, so I can heal up Iffy. It is as fan-servicey as ever, and like, there is a piece of art which I might actually show off, considering I'm probably going to survive this fight. There is a piece of art, like an hour into the game, maybe a little bit further in, I can't remember the exact timing, where Iffy literally kisses Nepgear on the lips. I have no idea how many people are going to be offended by that, but I will admit I'm going to enjoy the backlash. I don't know why, it's just, I love it when people complain about fan-servicey Japanese games. It's just quite hilarious watching them complain. We're gonna win against this thing. This is a really hard fight. This game does actually have a huge set of basically grinding brick walls, where you have to go and grind in order to get the stats you need to actually win. So, be aware of those if you do plan on playing this, because Rebirth 1 had them too. I'm not obscuring Rebirth 1 of anything. It had those sort of walls where you did have to grind in order to get the stats you need to win fights, but yeah. You definitely need to do this in Rebirth 2 as well, but Rebirth 2 seems to have a lot more of them. I had to do it like twice to get to the point where I'm at now. Alright, so we got the treasure gem, but let's see if...
All that's left is the hematite. We'd better hurry up and find it as soon as we can. I'm afraid you'll never find it. You broads ain't going nowhere.
Yep, she's here.
Ugh, this one again. You're persistent for a bottom-tier peon, underling. I feel sorry for you to have to come and lose to us so many times, Miss Underling.
God damn it, Compa, why are you so cute?
No matter the market, underlings have to handle all the hands-on grunt work, don't they? Ugh! shut the hell up! I'm so sorry for being who I am. Huh. Not like it matters. After today, those gums will never flap again. Come out, secret weapon! Finally learned that underlings like you need to come at us in droves, huh?
We can't afford to waste any time. I'll activate HDD and finish them all in one fell swoop.
Anyway, well, I'm just gonna keep talking now. So yeah, the story is pretty fan-servicey, as I said before. For those of you who aren't really aware why you're watching this video, you should go watch Rebirth 1 instead. But Rebirth... Hyperdimension Neptunia is a world where all the consoles are turned into girls. Little girls, well not exactly little, but girls. And all the publishers are turned into girls, especially like IF and Compa. That's IF and Compa right there. IF is Idea Factory and Compa is Compiler, the developers and publishers. So yeah.
Huh? And who in the hell are you? How dare you treat such cute
Who
girls?
the hell is this? I haven't actually watched this yet.
I've been eyeing them all as potential
Red.
babies.
I do not recognize Red.
And you'll face the wrath of Red.
What in the
But yeah, as you can see, this game is pretty damn fancy.
My CPU, my
Okay, yeah, as I said, fan servicey. That's great.
questions for the
Yes, I just saw the word honeymoon. Oh yeah, EX drive gorge and EX finishes. So yeah, basically big moves. Alright, so. Again, it is enjoyable. It's just my main problem with it is that it's so close to Rebirth 1, it's uncanny. It feels like...
Out of my way! Out of my way!
Oh, EX finish.
Here's something extra for ya.
Nice. I like that. That's actually kind of cool.
Now you're asking
But
for
yeah,
the best.
just my main problem with it is it's so close to
It's my turn.
Rebirth 1 that it's almost uncanny. It I imagine some people would have a massive problem with the amount of effort that doesn't seem to have been put in this game. They recycle voice clips, they recycle levels, and I imagine all of this was done at exactly the same time, right? I imagine all of the work for like Rebirth 1 and 2 was done at the same time so they could minimize the amount of work they would have to do in the localization. Some people might have a problem with this, some people might find it lazy. I don't, I just find it to be a bit of a problem that so soon after Rebirth 1 they released Rebirth 2 and it's about the damn same, so... If you can deal with the same, this is as good as Rebirth 1 was. It's enjoyable, it's light-hearted, it's campy, and it's quite funny at times.
Where's the patient?
At the same time, if you didn't like Rebirth 1, obviously you have to avoid this like the plague, right? If you enjoyed Rebirth 1 but don't want to drop 40 bucks on Rebirth 2, cannot blame you in the slightest. Don't worry about it, just sit back, wait for this to get cheaper. It's still a decent game, honestly. I mean, just other than the fact that it's a complete clone, it's a good game. And it has got plenty of... It's capable of being perfectly enjoyed. Especially for those of you who are fans of, like, Hyperdimension. Like, playing through 2 again with Victory's system is just fine. Just be perfectly...
Taken down by a damn cliche kid who's got brawn and no brains. Damn it, you'll rue this day. I can't help but praise the woman for her ability to escape at the speed of light.
Thank you very much for your help. You came at just the right time.
It's only natural to come to my future wifey's aid.
May I ask who you are again? I don't think we've ever met.
Yeah, this is totally, absolutely the first time we've ever met. In person.
In person?
Call me Red. I'm traveling around game industry to find my perfect wifey.
Oh, wait.
Alright, let's just skip the rest of this. What button was it again? Square, okay. Music's not bad either. It's alright, I'll watch all that again when I'm actually playing through this, but I'll actually have to play through 1 first. But, yeah, it's a perfectly fine game. It's just, it's so similar to Rebirth 1 that I can definitely understand why people won't like it. Come into this knowing perfectly well you're getting exactly the same thing you're getting out of Rebirth 1, and you will be fine, and you will most likely enjoy yourself. unless, if you do not fit into that category like at all, you probably want to avoid this. If you've just played Rebirth 1 and don't want more of the same just yet, avoid. If you played Rebirth 1 and don't like it, avoid, obviously. But yeah, exactly the same game as Rebirth 1. Well, minus a few things, obviously. They did change a bit. But yeah, that was a look at Rebirth 1. You want to know how similar these two games really are? And I know this is probably just a coincidence, but this just really rocks my socks for some reason. Look at the live area bubbles. Like, look at this. You can't tell the bloody difference between 1 and 2, except for one D-pad on the side there. That... God, they really could have put a lot more effort into it. They could have put Red there, god damn it, because Red is absolutely adorable, and I would just love to have her as my wifey. But yes, that was a quick look at Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2. Perfectly fine game. Perfectly almost equal to freaking Rebirth 1. Where is that? That's the dungeon info. I'm looking for the gallery. Where's the gallery? God, oh yeah, the gallery's actually in... down here. Here we go. Let's have a look at the album. They actually have some of the art here. It's nice art. It really is. All things considered. Where is it? There it is. Yep. Told you it was there. Anyway, this has been Blue Maxima checking out Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2. And I'll see you all next time.